Hi guys. Okay, over the weekend I showed you a plate that I did, the giving plate, using a Dollar Tree plate and a Waterslide decal. And some of you were asking for a tutorial on how I did this. So I'm going to quickly try and show you. I just did it and the recording ended before I got to show you like the important stuff. So I'm going to have to not talk as much when I do this one. But this is just a regular old plate from Dollar Tree, and this is Waterslide decal paper from Hayes Paper Company. It's using an inkjet printer, and this particular paper is clear. If I'm putting on a white background or a very light colored background, you want to use the clear Waterslide decal paper. If you're putting something, a decal on something that's a dark background, you have to use the white so that whatever colors you print will pop. Okay, so I wanted to show you that this decal was done and then put on, and then I baked the plate for 230 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. And what that does is it seals this decal to the plate. It bakes it onto it, not into the glaze, because that would be using a kiln, but it bakes it onto the plate. And I'm going to try and see, you might be able to see over here where it says circle. A little bit of the I don't want to say the lip, but the seam of the decal, and I'm scratching it really hard, and it's not coming off. It's baked onto here really well. It's just another option that you can use with something like this, where you're going to just put cookies on it and pass it off to the friend. It's cheaper than using doing sublimation. I wouldn't use this on a plate that I'm going to be using as a dinner plate, like an everyday plate where you would be using silverware, because it will eventually scratch if you do that. But something like this that's a gift that you're just putting on and moving is fine. It's hand washable, it's food safe. You can't put it in the dishwasher. No dishwasher. Okay. First thing I had to do is I measured this area of the plate, and it's really easy actually. If you just flip your plate over and measure from here to here, that'll give you a better dimension than trying to guess what it is from here. Okay, so I have my plate. The first thing you're going to do is just going to clean your plate with a little bit of alcohol. And I got this plate at Dollar Tree. It's only $1. I like the little extra detail on the outside edge of it, so I'm trying something a little bit different. You're going to grab your decal, and this paper by Hayes Company, it has the instructions on the back of it. Like I said, this is an inkjet printer. It's just a regular old Epson inkjet printer, nothing special. I use photo glossy setting and high quality print. So it's going to put a lot of ink on the paper when you print this. So you're going to have to let that paper dry for quite a while. The paper itself is shiny on one side and then dull on the other, so you know what side to print on. Go ahead and print your decal, or yeah, your decal. Go ahead and print your decal. The Hayes paper is also A4 size, so it's a little short of 8.5 by 11 and a little bit longer than 11 inches. So you might want to make sure that your printer settings knows that when you go to print it. I actually didn't even realize that until after I printed and I threw it in there. But if you're going to do a print and cut, that's something you need to make sure that you're aware of where your print paper size is for that, because it's not going to read correctly then. Okay. One thing I should tell you about this is that I went ahead and printed this. I got it on one sheet, and then I went ahead and just cut the extra piece off. Then you need to seal this with a sealer, and I've used Rust-Oleum 2x Ultra Gloss Clear. You spray one direction, wait 30 minutes. Don't be stingy with the spray. Spray another direction, wait 30 minutes, and then spray on a diagonal and wait 30 minutes. After that last spray, you're going to want to wait a couple hours and really make sure that this is dry before you try putting it in the water, because if not, the ink will just run. And once the ink runs, you might as well just toss it, because it's not going to work. The other thing is, if you're going to do a print and cut, go ahead and print your paper, spray it, and then cut it, because if you try to cut and then spray, when you spray, you're going to seal that edge down, and it's not going to release from the backing paper. Okay, so what I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to go ahead and trim this out. I'm cutting it as close to the lettering as I can to minimize that seam that you really don't see unless you look for it. But I'm just going to go ahead and trim this down. And then you want a bowl of lukewarm water. And mine's probably cold by now because I've been talking for so long. But you want a bowl of lukewarm water, and you're going to take the decal and you're going to put it print side down. The paper will curl, so if you put it print side down, it kind of helps keep it from curling up on itself. And you just kind of hold it in there, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute. The smaller the decal, the less amount of time it needs to be in the water. Once it starts flattening out and is not curled anymore, you can go ahead and pull it out and try it. So while that's sitting in there, I'm going to just take, you can use a regular brush, a nylon brush, or I have this little plastic silicone squeegee thing, and I'm just going to put some water on this plate so that when I put the decal down, I can move it around easier. Okay, now my decal flattened out, so it looks like it's probably pretty ready. Pull it up, and you'll know when it's ready if you can slide the decal off your paper. If you can slide the backing paper. I don't know if you can see it moving or not, but okay. This paper, this decal paper, once it starts sliding off the backing paper is, I'm going to turn it around so you can see, is very fragile. So you're going to want to be careful with it, like that, and not get any wrinkles in. I actually got too much water in there. So I'm just going to gently slide the decal out, kind of center it where I think it needs to be, pulling it taut to get the water. I put too much water in there. Okay, so you're going to squeegee the water out from the center out. Try not to get any wrinkles. Try to remove all the bubbles. I'm going to keep making a pass around it. I'm going to try and soak up some of that water. I did way too much in there. Just keep moving it around, moving it out. This is fairly easy to do. I kind of want to move it that way a little bit. Okay. Once you think you got all the wrinkles out of the middle of it, that's my hair. Go ahead and take a lint-free rag. I don't use a paper towel because I don't want to leave little pieces of fuzz, because there is like an adhesive on the back of this, so I don't want to leave anything behind. So now that I got most of the water off, I can be a little less gentle with it. Just, yep, still there. Woo! Oh, not that gentle, Dana. Okay. Make sure you don't see any bubbles. Dry it off really well. Let it sit for about 3 hours or let it dry, and then you're going to put it in the oven. I have a toaster oven that I put mine in. I'm going to put the whole plate in cold, but turn my oven on to 230 degrees and set my timer for 15 to 20 minutes. It depends on how long it takes your oven to get up to temperature. But it takes mine about 5 minutes or so. So then I put it in for 20 or 18, something like that. I think I did 15 actually. Put it in the oven and just let it go. And then when it's done, turn the oven off and pull it out and just set it down to let it dry or let it cool. It will make a smell and odor when you're baking this. So you just I just want to warn you that there'll be an odor when you do this. So you might want to open your windows. It's not an odor that's going to cause you to become ill or anything like that. It's just there is an odor to it. Just wanted to let you know. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It is really simple to do. The paper is from Amazon. There's 20 sheets for $15, and the plate was $1 from Dollar Tree. So basically it's $2 to create this, and I could probably sell it for anywhere from $10 to $15, depending on if I put a holder with it or not. But that's it. That's all there is to it. It is extremely easy to do. It still looks like it's off. It's really easy. I was trying to do it upside down. It's really easy to do, and it's a great little gift. Okay. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I will answer them as soon as I possibly can. I'll go ahead and in the blog post, I'll go ahead and link the brush that I used, the sealer that I used, and the paper that I used, and the file. Most important, the file. This file is, you can, in the past, I have done this with vinyl. It is doable. It is a little intimidating, but it is doable. I have somewhere a video where I've showed you how I've done it with vinyl and pulled it. Oh, I ripped it. Yeah. See, it's tender. You got to be gentle with it. There. Well, this one will be for me. I ripped it in the R in never. Maybe you can't tell. Hope not. Anyways, once it's dry, don't keep playing with it. What was I saying? Oh, I don't know. Anyways, have a great day, guys. I'll talk to you soon.